Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another exciting week here in online biology. So, this week we are going to continue our investigations into thematic section number 3. The big overarching concept for this thematic section is all about interactions. We've learned about the interactions of cells and how they divide and how they can produce genetic traits. Later in the semester, we're going to learn about the interactions of organisms and their populations and evolutionary mechanics. But this week, we are going to need to set the stage for our studies. And I'd like to give you a little bit of an idea, or a taste, if you will, of this week's content. So right here, I have a little example. And I have 2 apples. Apples are the fruit-bearing elements of a angiosperm, flowering plant. They are dicots, as many of their characteristics fall within that group when we look at their seeds. But as part of our model building and our studies of the natural world, I can look at these 2 apples and I can experience a phenomena with observation. I can take a look at them. And this apple right here, it's much smaller than this one. This apple I purchased from my local farmer's market. A little known fact is that I like to go to the farmer's market to purchase a lot of my fruits and vegetables and also meat because I like to support my local producers throughout the Potomac Highlands. This apple right here, this much larger one, I purchased at Walmart earlier today because I thought it would actually set the stage for what we need to talk about. As we can see, again, the size is very different, and even the coloration is a little bit different. But why? Why is there such a dramatic difference between the Walmart apple and the one from the farmer's market? They're both genetically apples, but are they really? You see, this week we are going to actually investigate a rather broad topic. And this broad topic is that of biotechnology. And biotechnology is a growing field that blends the technology humans have developed and the concepts through observing the natural world to be able to modify it, improve it, and control it. And so that's what our main focus this week is. We are going to be looking at the interaction of humans and the natural world. So when we look at the apple from Walmart again, biotechnology, the use of technology to change and modify something that is natural, we can actually hypothesize that biotechnology has dramatically changed this apple into what it is. And this allows us to link into other parts of our class on a conceptual level. For example, we've learned about Mendelian genetics, dominant and recessive genes. What if we can control the genes that are considered to be dominant and modify them with technology so that way we can produce a larger apple or allow the apple tree to produce more apples than the apple tree that the farmer would have had, or genetically modify it, splice this apple with the DNA of other apples or other fruit to make it more resistant to, say, disease. Turn it into what they call a transgenic organism, or more commonly called a genetically modified organism. And so that's really what our goal this week is, that we are going to go out and we're going to investigate what biotechnology is. I'm going to bring forth some pros and some cons about why certain techniques in biotechnology are used and the philosophy behind them. We're going to visit with some experts on biotechnology and learn about their insight on this growing multidiscipline field. Because technology is everywhere. In fact, we're using technology as we are remote learning this topic. So in theory, we're doing biotechnology with an educational spin onto it. But you're going to learn more about the theory behind it and the techniques and see how it relates to other parts of the class. And then for your assignments, you are going to apply one of the major techniques that biotechnology researchers utilize to solve a murder mystery, if you will. You're going to learn a technique called gel electrophoresis and DNA fingerprinting to find a murderer and apply these concepts to improve, say, conservation of the natural world. Be able to use that technology to help answer big questions. And then speaking of big questions, you are also going to conduct a little bit of independent research. I want you to go out and I want you to delve into the scientific literature. I want you to delve into popular science news blogs and other resources to be able to ask yourself, is biotechnology worth it? What are the ethical implications and questions that arise when we use technology to this extent to be able to control the natural world, something that should not be actually controlled, but yet here we are as humans controlling it to the point where we're actually utilizing it to our advantage. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can send me a video chat request, you can send me an email, or swing by my office. Thank you and have an excellent day on planet Earth. And let's keep learning. We're almost there, towards the end of the course. Good luck.